Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Students, October 2025 and 55 variant complete status paper. We are going to start. Okay, the first question is a fair six-sided dice as face 1 to 6, okay, is thrown repeatedly. And what is a random variable x? Denoted the what number of thrown is 6. Like we have to focus on 6 on a dice. What is the chances of 6? Is a very clear 1 out of 6. And what are the chances of not 6? So first 5 numbers are called not 6. So 5 by 6. And he's saying it happens on a 7th attempt. And so how to do this kind of question? So formula is x is equal to r. So okay, so it did not say that first time appears. No, it is not a geometrical probability. It is a simple and clear binomial probability. Okay, whenever he said until, for example, students, if you say it happens, it appears until, whenever the until word come, first time come, okay, we have to go for geometrical. But this topic is purely binomial. And if we look at and binomial formula is available with us is NCR q to power n minus r and p to power r. So n is 7 C 6. Sorry, no, wait a minute, wait. Just wait, student, once revise again. You can see in this whole question, he did not mention the total values. When n is not mentioned, it also is called geometrical probability. Once repeat again. So repeat again, whenever n is not given, n is not given, n is not given, okay, or not. So n is not given. This is another example of understanding. So because if n is given, we can apply binomial. But in this question, it's two options. N is not given and until word is given. Until. Like a repeat until. I repeat again. Repeat until. So this is an example of geometrical probability. And so I can apply geometrical probability formula is q to power r minus 1 into p. I believe you people understanding. Because when I searched, I did not get the n value. So I think you got a point. So 5 by 6 to power and r is given here 7. And 7 minus 1 and p value is 1 over 6. And if you check it in calculator, it's turned to be 0.0558. I hope so. The concept is very clear. So second part we have p is x is 3 to 5 in this option. So it means we have to go for 3, we have to go for 4, and we have to go for 5. So we have to apply 3 geometrical probability formulas, and formulas remain same. So I'm applying q to power 3 minus 1 because 3. And q value is 5 by 6 into p value is 1 by 6. Again, 5 by 6 to power 4 minus 1 into 106. So again, 5 over 6 to power 5 minus 1 into 106. So I hope so the concept is very clear. If you type in calculator, we are getting in fraction form 2275 over 7776, or we can get in decimal 0.293. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So you understood well. So you learn one lesson. What lesson is important? If until word is there, or he will say first time appearance, that is called geometrical probability, or n is not given. There's another example of geometrical probability. Question number 1 is completely. Question number 2, we have K has a spinner four-sided, okay, and label 1, 2, 3, 4. When the spinner spun, this 4 is a number aside on the spinner lands. So X denotes the number score, and we have mentioned X here. Do you know, students, these are probability given in a lower column, lower row, okay? And if you add them all, will give you sum is equals to 1. So I can say here P plus 0.4 plus 2P plus P is equals to 1. So this 3 plus 1, 4P. So 4P is equal, and 0.4 subtract from 1, we get us 0.6. So P becomes 0.6 by 4. And if we can check it, so 6 over 40 and 2 3 times, and 20 by 3 is a p-value in fraction form. We can write in decimal even, no problem at all. Now he's asking after that to find numerical value of variance. So what is a variance? Let's try to do it, because mean value is also important. He did not mention mean value. So what is a mean value? E of x is called mean, or is called expected value. So we have to multiply, 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 and add them all. So I'm writing this 1 into p. I got a p. So 0.8, 6p plus 4p. Now I can say 10, 11p plus 0.8. And now I'm going to plug in this value here. So when I plug in this value here, I will get the e value, exponential, I mean to say, and that value is 2.45. So if I plug in LP value here, 3 by 20 plus 0.8. So this turned to be E of X is coming with a fraction form 49 by 20 and decimal form 2.45. Is question done? Not at all. We have to go for variance. What is the formula of variance, students? The value for formula is E of x squared minus E of x. This value I will take from here. And how to get E of x squared? Basically square this number and multiply with a p. So 1 to power 2 into p. Then 2 square into 0.4. The next value 3 square into 2p. And next value 4 square into p. And I think clear. And minus the whole thing, 2.45 whole square. And I'm going to finalize. And this is a, let me check, 16p comes from one side, 9 2s are 18p and p. So I got 34, 35p. This is a 35p. So 35p and plus 2 square 4 and 1.6 and minus 2.45 whole square. Let me check once, okay, in calculator. So 4 times 2, 1.4. So we're getting here 1.6. And now I'm plugging the value of p. And that is 35 times 2. P value we have 3 over 20. Okay. So I'm going to finalize. And so 35 times 2, 3 divided by 20. And positive 16 and minus 2.45 squared. So answer is turned to be, with me, I'm writing 15, just a minute, let me check finally. And wait a minute. Yes. I am checking once again. Variance value is just a minute. 16 plus 9 2s are 18 and plus 1, 35p, and p value is 3 divided by 20. And okay.
Yeah.
So plus 1.6 and minus 2.45 square. And answers turn to be finally, students, 0.8475. or in decimal and fraction form, 339 over 400. Both are correct. We can take any value, okay? And this part is completely clear. So A part is over. Let's go for part B. But now, student, look this question. N is given 10. This is called N. So N is given by him is, so it means now we can go for binomial formula. Find the probability score of 2 is obtained. 2 is obtained fewer than 8 times. Out of 10 total, if I show a number line 0, 1, 2, 3, just sake of understanding, this is not compulsory to do it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So he's saying out of 10, fewer than 10, fewer than 8. Fewer than 8 means I'm looking for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, all. But I don't need 8, 9, and 10. And do you know sum of the whole values is equals to 1. So it means a score of 2. And what's the probability of score of 2? We can go back and see the table. Score of 2 probability is, we can see clearly, as 0.4. So 0.4 is a probability of 2. So 0.4, and Q will be naturally 1 minus 0.4, 0.6. And students, basically, I'm looking at the probability 8, 9, 10. So how to find it? Sorry, basically, I need all these values. So 1 minus probability x is equals to 8 plus x is equal to 9 plus x is equal to 10. And because we have given the n values, I'm going to use binomial probability 3 times. And formula, obviously know it very clear. NCR, look, I'm writing on top, just NCR Q to power n minus R P to power R. So I'm writing 10C8, 2 brackets, 10C9, 2 brackets, and 10C10 and 2 brackets. And here 10 minus 8, here 8, here 10 minus 9, here 9, here 10 minus 10, here 10. Each first bracket Q, and Q is 0.6, then 0.4, 0.6, 0.4, 0.6, and 0.4. So if I check the answer, if I check the answer,
P0.4.
okay, if I check the answer, so it's turned to be 0.988. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the concept is very clear. So question number 3, students, we have now. Priti has 2 bags X and Y. Bag X contain 8 red, 7 blue, and bag Y 6 red and 9 blue discs. Priti to toss a coin. I mean one coin. And fair means both have chances, have chances. And if she obtains a head, she choose a random without replacement bag X he talk about. In case tail with the replacement by. So it means 2 options are important: without replacement and with replacement. And further part is what we have bag X and bag Y. So because both dependency, so first I will make sure you will not make this kind of branch. No, expanded. Why? So you can make other branches easily. So this and this, either head or tail. Have chance of head, have chance of tail, very clearly mentioned here. And now I talk about this is basically a talk about X bag. Total discs are 15 and below also 15. So what is the chances of red and blue? Here red and blue. Okay, here red and blue. And same branches, I just save my time and I'm going to make it below. Okay, so students, let's move on. Because first part from X is without replacement. So how many red chances? 8 out of 15. And one less. 7 out of 14. And now what about this branch? If from 15 subtract 8, we got a 7. And denominator always the same. And what about this 7 over 14? So here 14 out of 14 subtract 7, you got a 7. What about this branch? So one blue is this. So next blue is one less up, one less down. I can say 6 over 14. And from 14, 6 subtract, I got 8 over 14. Now this is basically, you talk about X bag. This is X bag. And now I talk about Y bag, which is below. And Y bag, make sure with replacement. So let's move on. Red, 6 out of 15. 6 out of 15 remains 6 out of 15. No change will come. And 9 out of 15 and 9 out of 15, 9 out of 15. I think point is very clear. This will not change because he has used with replacement concept. So diagram is very clear. This is a Y. Diagram is very clear. Let's discuss the point, what he's asking, I part, B part. He's asking find the probability two disk are blue. So it means two discs are blue. So we talk about basically both discs are blue. Okay. So both discs are blue means this branch we talk about and this branch we talk about. Okay, I'm writing now here without any hesitation, half into 7 over 15, 6 over 14. Hold on, I repeat. I talk about this branch. I talk about this branch and the plus and last branch. And I'm writing half into 9 over 15 into 9 over 15. So I think point is very clear. This I take from here and cut from here and move on next page. So this is my answer number 1. Hold on. Yeah, clear. So, and now typing in calculator, matter is what is answer comes finally. And let me check, wait a minute. If I type in calculators, it tends to be 7 over 25. 7 over 25. This is done. Now students, next part is find the probability two disk or Preeti chooses come from bag X. So let me write here from bag X. And given that is there, at least one of the disk is red. At least one of the disk is red. Student, what is the way of writing? Whenever given that come, I deal as a slash. And what to write before slash? So disk, two disks from bag X. And now at least one of the disk is at least one disk, one of the disk. Okay. So I'm writing here one of the disk. Okay. So one of the disks, the IGCSE is red. Okay, now let's try to do it. And what's the basic plan? Maybe some student forgot the conditional probability rule. What we have this comes, so what is the probability after slash will go directly in denominator. And probability A intersection B combinedly comes here. So this is a definition. So now I'm going to do the same process here. So what is the method to do? Look at now, students. First of all, I am writing the lower part. At least one of the two discs is red. Repeat my words. At least one of the two discs is red. At least one. At least means if your father says I need at least 80% marks, what does this mean? At least 80% marks, he's saying. It means 80, 81, 82, continue on the top. So at least one red means one red he is planning to get or two reds. So this plan is very clear. But make sure 0 red I don't need. So I need those branches in which 1 red come, 2 red come, acceptable. But the 2 zeros is not acceptable. So make sure, okay, both zeros, 0 reds are not acceptable. 1 red acceptable and 2 reds acceptable. Go back on definition or diagram. So let's try to do it. So at least 1 red. So this branch is required. I put tick mark. This at least 1 red is required. Tick mark, but this cross. Tick mark, tick mark, tick mark, and cross. So why I waste my time in finding all branches? Why not find this two, and subtract from 1? Because I think idea is clear. So let's move on. And these two branches, I think we have already available in our previous part. So because two blue, we have already available. Go check in the first part. If you check it in first part, we have already available 2 discs are blue. So I can say 1 minus probability of 2 blues. So it means this. I am going to write 1 minus that. So wait a minute. 1 minus 7 over 25. So this part is clear, and let's talk about the numerator. How to read this one, student? I said before that I have to go over and part. So read please, and reading and part. So remove this slash sign. I'm writing blue color and part. So how to read it? 2 discs from bag X and at least 1 disc is red. Repeat my words. 2 discs taken from bag X and at least 1 disc is red. So we have to concentrate only X, bag X, and at least 1 red must be there. Go back and see bag X at least. So it means bag X is this. So it means we need these 3 branches. Why 3 branches? Because he said at least 1 red. At least 1 red, at least 1 red. All you can do, find this branch and subtract from 1. So no problem at all. So I repeat my words. You find these 3 branches, or save the time, find this branch and subtract from 1. Then you will get automatically this upper branches. So I think the point is, okay, wait a minute. No, risk is there. If I do this way, I have get this answer also. Best technique is, if I say that, find this one and subtract 1 from 1, then I will get this lower part answer also. So that is why don't go this technique. So best way is what? Find upper 3 branches. This is the best way because this is a bag X and at least 1 red is there. So I will find it. How to find it? Let me check. Half times 2, 8 over 15. As a very interesting part, student, I want to tell you, listen please, listen up. If I want to go for upper branch and second branch, why I waste my time? I'll say this into this only. That's simple. Repeat, this into this, plus this into this. Simply multiply these two. Same answer will come. I repeat my words. So this time to this, branch number 1, this time to this, branch number 2. Why finding both branches? Like a simple say this into this, and you will get a same answer. But anyway, I think some students are confused, so don't want to confuse you. I'm finding the top branch first of all. Half time to 8 over 15 into 7 over 14 plus branch number 2 I'm going for now. So half times 2, 8 over 15 into 7 over 14 plus half times 2, 7 over 15 into 8 over 14. And this answer will come in numerator. Let me cut from here and go here and paste here. Wait a minute. This is a little order maybe problem. So I think now okay. And I am bringing this slightly back and this slightly down. Okay. And this down. And now I'm copying the whole thing. It comes here. And 1 minute, let me finalize it. Okay. Now I'm student get the answer. Hold on. Just a minute. Let me check in calculator. Half into 8 or 15 into 7 or 14 plus half into 8 or 15 into 7 or 14 plus half into 7 over 15 into 8 over 14. Answer is just a minute. I'll check once again. X and 1 red and 2 red. Hold on. Let me go back. Once again, I'll check it.
2 by 4.
Half into 8 over 15 plus half into 7 over 15 into 8 over 14. This is coming with us 2 over, yeah, 2 over 5. Yeah, 2 over 5. 3, 2, yeah, 2 over 5 is coming. So correct, okay. So I think with the way is correct. So this is coming with us 2 over 5. So I'm writing here 2 over 5 and down is getting 18 over 25. And finally, I'm getting the answer is 5 by 9. So I hope so. The concept of the question is very clear. And last part was a little tricky. I hope so. Got question number 4, students. We have the heights in centimeters of 15 players for two sports team, and pelicans and swans are given in table. And draw a back-to-back stem leaf diagram. You can see. And heights of pelicans, okay, are okay, left hand side, pelicans on left hand side. So one direction is clear. So first of all, what is the way to do the question? Job number 1, we find among the whole group, both groups, smallest value. Sorry. And smallest value, I think if I find it 156. 156. Yeah, this data is given in order. You can see, so smallest value is 156, and even these values, no, these values are not in order. Upper values are, let me check. Yeah, upper value is in order, but lower value is not in order. Okay, so but smallest value is 156. And the largest value, we have to check it, is 187 here. Can you check below? 187. Yes, we have 191 even. Okay, I put 2 circles. Okay, I'm writing here smallest value, or I'm writing here same thing, largest value 191, and smallest value of the whole group is 156. Always you have to leave 1 digit from right side. Always. And 15, 6 to 19, you have to make it. So this is the criteria we have, students. So I'm writing here 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and that's it. And he mentioned that pelicans on the left hand side. So left hand side. So left hand side is here. I'm writing here pelicans and writing here swans. Okay, students. So now I'll cut and write only 156. So I write here 6. 160, I'm writing 0 here. 164, I'm writing 4 here. 65, 67, so 5 and 7. Okay, 70, 71, 73, 78. So 0, 1, 3, and 8. 82, 82, 84, 85, 86, 80. All are 80s. So 82 is coming twice, then 4, then 5, then 6, and after that 7. Okay, no number are in a 90s. Okay, so what about the other one? Here, a little difficult. We have to concentrate here. Start from the smallest number, and smallest is 158, and I'm writing here 8. After that, 60, I think any 50 value, no value 50. 60 is now. 62. Okay, I'm writing 2. 63, 65, 3 and 5. Okay, let me cut 3 and 5. Okay, now I'm going for 70s. So 170 one time, 72 time, 2 zeros. Afterwards, 74, 74, 74, 3 fours. 3 fours we have. And this is done. Okay. Now 80s. So 80, we have 80, 80. Okay. 81, so 1. 82, so 2. Then 83, so 3. And afterwards, I think this I missed 78 as well. I think 178 is missed, I think so. Hold on, 78 here. Hold, let me check finally. 178. Okay. And lastly, 191. So I think idea is very clear and whole story is clear. Okay. And now write key. What is the key writing style? Take any numbers. I think I can take this. Okay. I can take this top. Okay. I take top. So 6/15/8 means, and these are, these are players and they are given the heights in centimeters. So I can say that this is what 156 pelicans. So pelicans 156 centimeter height. And same way I can write 158 and that is a swans 158. Let me recheck. 171, yeah, correct. 150, 158. Okay. Centimeter height. So this is diagram is done. And now let's go for next page. Next page. What is asking for? Median and interquartile for the height of the pelicans only. Median and interquartile. Let's go back. Median interquartile. How to get median students for the pelicans? So median formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. And players are all 15, 15, so n is 15 throughout. I can say 15 plus 1, 16 divided by 2, 8th position. 8 positions. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 173 centimeters. So I hope so clear. Let's talk about he asking interquartile. For that, I have to go for first upper quartile. Upper quartile 3/4 of n plus 1. So 3/4 of 15 plus 1, 16. For the 12 positions, 12 position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 184. 184 centimeters. Now let's talk about the lower quartile. Lower quartile. And I think so I have to drag slightly up. Okay. And okay. All right. So I'm finding now students low quartile. 1/4 of n plus 1. So 1/4 of 15 plus 1. I got a fourth position. Fourth position, count from top 1, 2, 3, 4. So 165. 165. So lower quartile is 165 centimeter. And what is interquartile, students? Interquartile is upper quartile minus lower quartile. So I'm going to subtract. And I'm writing now 184 minus 165, giving us 19 centimeter. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the point is very clear. And let's talk about the next part. Next part is mentioned here. Okay, we need to some values here. Okay, first of all, students, he's saying for the swans, lower quartile is 165. LQ, lower quartile. And median is very clear, 174. Upper quartile is 181. Okay, students. So basically, we need five things. Okay, every time five things. Okay, highest value, lowest value, and okay, I think I will go for I will go back and find out the values and come back. So check it, please. So first, pelicans. We have a smallest value is 156. 156, smallest. Highest value is 187. 187. Okay. And median is 173. So this smallest value, this is the largest value, and median. Median is 173. Okay, now I'm going for low and upper. Upper 184, upper one at UQ or UQ 184. And lower is what, student? Lower is 165. Lower 165. So these values are very important for us. So cut from here and paste on next page. Okay, so get ready, students. Paste here. Okay, let's start. So he did not, did he mention, let me see, represent back to backs, leave, okay, and pair box whisker. He did not specify. So we can write in any order, no problem at all. Let's start pelicans first. Okay, so first job is in the whole data, I go back and see once again. Smallest 191 and largest 156. 191 and 1. Okay, I think so. If I take this completely and copy from here and move on next page. Okay, so now, so students, please check it. Yes. So I'm erasing this box. Okay, 191 and 156. So it means how to make it. This is an important part. So 156, I will not start. I'll start from 150. So 150, I'm starting, and hold on, let me take a scale. Okay, and now I'm starting. Thing is how to draw it. Okay, why I take a bigger number is let's take a 200 from top and 150 from below. So 200 and 150 subtracted, I got a 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I believe point is very clear. So divided by 5 boxes, I got a 10, 10. I hope so clear. So I'm starting 50 here, 60 here, 70 here, 80, 90. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. This is not 60, 150. 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 200. Okay, these are the heights, we can say. These are the heights. Okay, in centimeters. In centimeters. Okay. And about y-axis, no scale required. Make sure I can make anywhere. So let's start. Where's 156, students? So make sure one box is one. So if 156 is 1, 2, 3, 4 back. So I can make it here. I can make it here. Pelicans, I'm going to make 156. I'm going to make it here. 156. So this is done, 156 students. So this is done, 156 students. So now I'm going to make it next one. The largest value is 187. 187, 187, 187. So 3 box back. Wait a minute. Yeah, 187. Now, what is the next point? Lower quartile. One lower quartile is lower quartile is 165. 165. 160 is here, 70 in the middle, 65. So this value I'm going to make little longer. Okay, 165. And then upper quartile is 184. 184. 184. 184. And then I talk about what? Median. Median is what, students? Median 173. 173. 173. Okay, now I'm going to make it box and here whiskers. Clear. So we have done it, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So this part is very clear. Let me check finally once again. I think this part is clear. So the width is no problem. You can make less width or more, no problem at all. So this is, I'm writing here, pelicans. Okay, now let's talk about swans. Swans given here, what, students? Lower quartile, median, upper quartile. So let me finish first these one. Then I make it other one. So low quartile, 165. 165. So I'm going to make it here 165. Done. And then I'm going to make it upper quartile 181. 181. Okay. Then I'm looking for medians 174. 174. So 174 is here. I can make a box first of all. And now I'm looking for the whisker. How many? What is the smallest and largest? We have to go back and check it go back and see. Wait a minute. Let me check. Swan's smallest value is, we can say, 158 and 191. 158 and 191. 158 and 191. 158. Yeah, 158 and 191. I hope so. Clear, students? Now check it. And I'm writing now here swans. This is done. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this part is clear. And what is asking further? Make one comparison between heights. Students, remember we have done our normal lectures that whenever this interquartile is smaller, that is more consistent. Okay. And this interquartile is bigger, so less consistent. So interquartile help us to decide the consistency. And he said that one comparison between the heights of the pelicans, okay, and this tells us very clearly that swans are taller. Okay, we can say here swans are taller in height. As compared to pelicans. Number one. And number two, students, these are very clear. And we can say the height of swans are more consistent. Heights of swans are more consistent due to small interquartile value, small IQ value. So I hope so. The concept is very clear. Okay, and the question is completely. Question number 5, students. We have in a group of 35 athletes, there are 8 sprinters, 5 hurdlers, and 12 throwers. Find how many different ways in which team of 6 athletes can be selected. So we have to go for a combination of 6 people to select and consist of 3 sprinters, 2 hurdlers, and 1. The most important part is here, at most 2 hurdlers and at most 1. At most means maximum and at least means minimum. So I can mention here sprinter, and here hurdlers, and here throwers. Okay, and total we have a total 8 available, 5 available, and 12. You can see from top. And we are looking for at least 3, it means a sprinter more than equal to 3 and hurdler at most 2. So hurdler maximum 2 and less than 2 and at most 1. So 1 and less than 1. So I hope so the concept of the topic is clear. Now let's start how we can do. Let's start from the highest value of this because I think we can take maximum if we take all 6 from here. Uh, Here I can take 6 from here, 6 from here, 0 from here, and 0 from here. So if you add them, you get a 6. Okay. And this satisfies the condition 2 and less than 2. So 0 is possible. So how many possibilities? 0, 1, and 2. How many possibilities? Here we have 0 and 1. And here we have possibilities 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm starting from 6. So one possibility, if I go with 5. So if I take a 5 from here, so 1 from here and 0. So it also gives you 6. Okay. Next possibility, if we think if one shift here, 5, 0, 1. I think this is also understandable. So with 6, one possibility, with 5, two possibility, with the 4. 4, if I take from here and I take from here the maximum 2, then here 0 comes. Or if I take 4 and this I reduce by 1, so I get a 1 and this becomes 1 as well. Can I go with 0 option? If I go with 0 option, so this becomes 0, this must be 2, and 2 is not possible. So that is why this option is not possible. So 2 option with a 4, and now with a 3 option. If I start with a 3 and I take here just 2 from, if I take 1 here, I must take 2 and 2 is not possible. So it means this must be 2 and this must be 1. So I get a 6 once again. So I think idea is very clear. How to answer, students? So this is out of 8, I will take 6. So 8C6. And this is 5C0 and 12C0. So this you write or you don't write, no problem. 5C0 is 1, so I'm not writing it, but it is understood. Okay, now what about this? Out of 8, I will select 5, 8C5, and out of 5, I will select 1, so 5C1. And what about this? 8C5 once again, 8C5, and this 5C0, so no need to write 12C1. I believe you're understanding. Now let's talk about the next part, 8C4, and from 5 I need 2, 5C2, and this 12C0. So I'm not wasting your time. I think this part is very clear. Okay, now 8C4 once again, but now 5C1 and 12C1. So I think idea is very clear because from 12 I need 1, from 5 I need 1. So done. Last number 8C3 into 8C3 into 5C2 into 12C1. Now I'm going to type in calculator. And let me check if I type in calculator what I get a value at 86, 85. Okay. All right. So answer is turned to be finally 12600. So I hope so the concept of the question is clear. Next part on the next page is here he mentioned here a group of the 8 athletes chosen from the group of 25 athletes consists of 1 sprinter, 3 hurdlers, and 4 throwers. It means we are taking 8 and stand in a row. Okay, so how we can do this? And he said that how many different arrangement means permutation, and 8 athletes are there if 3 hurdlers don't stand all together. So it means 3 all together, like a if we talk about hurdler 1, 2, 3. He said I don't need this, so I think I will go for it to find this together and subtract from total. So look at now. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I hurdler 1, hurdler 2, and her 3, all together I count as a 1. If I count as a 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Basically, 6p6 into this 3 can shuffle also into 3p3. But he said this is a when they are together. So when they are together, let me write a title here. So when they are together, this is the answer. So when 3 are together. So we get this answer. But when 3 are not together, when 3 are not together, so it means they are separate from each other. And total options, if I talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8p. So 8p8 is the total options. Subtract this answer. And I'm going to write it now here, 6p6 into 3p3. And if we type in calculator, and answer is turns to be 36,000, sorry, triple zeros are there. I think idea is very clear. And now let's talk about the next part. In next part, what is the idea behind? If you read the question first carefully, is saying that how many arrangement of 8 athletes are there, in which at least 2 athletes must between 2 hurdlers. Okay, so what is the possibilities? Let's see how we can do this kind of question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, we have how many options? Let's check it. I copy and I paste here. Second category, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see. I think let's try fourth options. Okay, if a hurdler come here, and at least 2 means between any 2. So 2 people can come, 2 other athletes can come here, and 1 hurdler again 2 can come here, and hurdler and 1 more option. This is a one option we have. Okay, second option, if this it happens like this, full block, like 1 here hurdler, then 2 here and hurdler, and 2 here and hurdler. So this is one option we have. And third option, if we take a 3 here, so 1, 2, 3 hurdler. Here I can't take 3 now, so I'm bound. I am bound to take 2 here. So we have one more options, hurdler, 2 empty here, and then 3 here and this. So basically we have 4 options. Okay, if we check it, so I can count as a 2 and comma 2, like 2 here and 2 here. And what about this? So 2 and 2 here, this 3 and 2, and this 2 and 3. So basically we have a 4 options. Okay, now how we can arrange these 3 people can arrange, so 3p3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can shuffle, so 5p5. I think idea is very clear. Again 3p3, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 1, 2, 3. So it means same answer is coming 4 times. So I'm just going to show you into 4. And I believe the point is very clear. And the answer, let me check, 3p3 is and into 5p5 into 4. So answers turn to be for all 4 options 2880. I think the idea is very clear. Question number 6. What a question number 6, we have a large number of the runners took part in 2 charity runs of the raise the money for the new community center. In the first run, times to complete the run was normally distributed with a mean given here and deviation given here. Let me write. Mean is 46.3 and deviation given by him 6.4. Let me check again. Yeah, correct. Find the probability that random chosen runner took more than 51.1 seconds. Okay, so it means probability time must be more than 55.1 seconds. How we can do, students? So when I convert this t into z, because we have a formula. What formula? Z is equals to t minus t, or again x, even x minus mean by deviation. So this is a value which need to convert, and this is a value which is converted one. So we use this formula. X is this one. So this is x basically. So I'm writing now same time z. Z means this number is converted now. 55.1 minus 46.3 divided by 6.4. And when I type this in calculator, I'm getting here 55.1 minus 46.3, and I get 1.375 rounded 3dp. Okay, now if I check it and show a bell shape, you know what happens? This is a number positive. Positive is right side. And he said more is right side area. But you know, students, our table give you from left side. So this will give us phi of 1.375 white portion. But I'm looking for the reddish area. So 1 minus phi of 1.375. Okay, now we have to check it table 1.375. 1.375, 1.375. So 1.375, you know, 1.3 is here, this line, and 7 is this number, and 5 is this number. So this number and this number add 0.9147, 9147, divide 8. Sorry, add 8. So I get a 0.9155. So I think you got the point, students. So I'm writing now here 0.9155. If I subtract 0.0845, so this is my final answer. And the second part of the question is, in a second run, the time to complete the run, it means that the mean is changed, deviation changed. Mean is given by him is this time 39.8, and deviation is unknown. Okay, 10% of runner took more than that. This is a very important statement. So time is more than 40, time is more than 48.6 is basically 10%, and 10% means 10 by 100. So this is a clear. So how to do it, students? Now you do, you know, this is Z and 48.6 and minus mean and divided by deviation. So is equal to 0.1. I think this point is very clear. Okay, now students, if we check it, okay, this I can give this name as a Z. So 48, we can subtract even the upper part, because the numerator we can subtract. So 48.6 minus 39.8. I'm getting 8.8. So I can say here Z is more than 8.8 over sigma. So this I can take as a alpha. So alpha, and this I can write alpha here. So alpha, okay, or A, no problem. More than A, so more than A is this. More than A is this portion. Okay, this is you know, if you talk about this, so it means coming 1 minus phi of A is equal to 0.1. It goes there, it come back, so phi of A is equals to 0.9. And 0.9, sorry, 0 is special number in the table, and we have it. You can see down 0.9 has a special value 1.282 from the 0.9. So 1.282, 1.282. So I'm writing now here 1.282 in the place here 1.282, and phi of A, this is cancel out, and this value is called A value 1.282, which I'm going to plug in it here. And if I plug in it there, so there were 1.282. So answer, if I check it, if I plug in it there, so 8.8 over sigma equal to 1.282. This goes there and this comes down and finally divide. So 6.86 is our final answer. And I hope so the point is very clear. Next part of the question is 150 runners are chosen. So N is 150, very clear. Okay, and approximation. So whenever this word is come, we use two things. We will find a new mean, NP by formula. We will find new deviation, NPQ root formula, and we do continuity correction. He said fewer than 20. 20 means this is a 20, this is a 21, here 19. Lieu fewer means this one. So 0.5 jump backwards. So I'm looking for X value or T value is less than 19.5. And how to do, students? This is Z and 19.5 minus mean by deviation. But mean I don't have. And mean I can find easily. How come? So N is 150 and probability we have is called more than 48.6. More 48.6, if you go back and check it. The 10% is more than 48.6. So it means 10% means probability is 0.1. So I'm writing here 10% or 0.1, which giving us 15. I think that this mean part is very clear. Same 150, P is 0.1, Q is 0.9. And if I check it, I will get a 13.5 root. I think this point is also very, very clear. And I'm going to plug in the values 19.5 minus 15 over root of 13.5. If I check in calculator this number, so Z is less than 1.2245, rounding become 5. 3 dp we are bound to write. Okay, I think idea is very clear. And when we go and check less than, so this is a positive number 1.225. This number sorry, this is lesser is called this number. This is called lesser, so basically it's called phi of 1.225. Okay, and a 1.225 1.225. So 1 minute, 1.225. So where is 1.225, student? 1.222 is this, okay? And 5 is coming in this section, same line. So 9. So if I add it, so 0.8848 and 9. So it's turned to be 0.8897. So 0.8897, 0.8897. So I'm getting here 0.8897, but probability always 3 SF. So I will add, when I add 1, so I get 0.89. Use 0, this is not compulsory to write, and I hope so the concept of the question is completely clear. And I think so paper is completely over. Yes, over. And best of luck for your coming exam. Pray for me and I will pray for you, inshallah. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.